How is that for a gorgeous sight? The Washington Monument here in the District of Columbia, so beautifully framed in the sunlight. Greetings, everyone. You've got it live on Tuesday night coverage of the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight, we'll see the Washington Wizards as they play against the New York Knicks. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Brent Barrett. David Aldridge will join us momentarily from the sidelines. And a chance to take a look at some numbers for Robinson.
And a promising trend this month is the rise in his effective field goal percentage. He's showing a lot of smarts. Shot selection has been tremendous, and it's helped his numbers a ton.
And with pregame routines coming to an end, we're just about ready for our tip-off. First, though, let's get a report from the sideline and say hello to David Aldridge.
Well, the NBA changed the lottery odds in 2019 to encourage competition among its conference's least successful teams. But some want even more to be done. They call for eliminating the draft altogether. Another potential solution? A play-in tournament for teams 7 through 10 in each conference, which would eliminate the need for trying not to win as much as possible during the regular season. However it's done, the league has stated its desire for parity. Kevin?
Great, DA. Thanks. Two struggling teams with frustrated players. Brent, when you were playing, did you have any kind of trick for kind of getting out of that malaise, that trough?
Sometimes for individuals, you have things that you've gone to in the past, whether it was through your high school career or your collegiate career. The interesting thing about a team dynamic, Kevin, is how do you do it collectively? And so the best way is to try to find something that you can do to step away from the game. Get your mind onto something else. Try to normalize an experience throughout the year.
Like what? I mean, give me an example.
Well, maybe something where your team goes out to go see a movie together, or on the road, you go somewhere to a museum, or I know it sounds silly, but any time that you have that kind of away experience and you come back in, the perspective on the next game changes maybe just enough for you guys to recover.
So a look at our starters for the Knicks. It's Randle and Robinson at the 4 and the 5. Barrett and Knox are the wingmen. And it's Payton in at the 1. And for Washington, they've got Bradley Beal. Bell is out there with Bryant. Then there's Shabazz Napier. And it's Wall in at the 2. No good from Payton. And now here comes Wall leading the break. And the slam dunk by Wall.
He is a monster in transition. Wall operates in the open court at an elite level. I'm not sure there's anyone who finishes better on the break.
Now here's Payton. He's guarded closely. Poke loose. It's stolen by Bell. Now here's Napier. Covered by Payton. Beal's shot is good.
Bit of a picture-perfect start here to this game. They've connected on all 3 looks.
And so Payton will bring it up for New York. 6-point game. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
Yeah, and that one, their rebounding was the difference. Big disparity between the two teams.
Yeah, I'm not sure if their last game was a basketball game or a wrestling match, the way they went about it. Just so physical and dominated there. And the lid's off. They're 1 for 4 to begin this one, but that shot might just get them going.
Here's Wall. He picked up 24 points in their last one against Miami.
Yeah, but he was also a force on the defensive side. 2 block shots and also altered a ton of shots.
Now they can't miss. 4 for 4 and warming up the burners.
We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Here's Knox. Napier covering. Knox misses.
And so far, the team just 1 of 5, and that rim shrinking.
A nice shot by Wall.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
The Knicks have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Now here's Payton. Napier covering, and it's sent back by Bryant. A pass to Wall, and Wall with the slam.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Yeah, you wondered if they would take some time to find their A game. They did it at jump ball. They've been awesome tonight.
Here's Robinson. Following the basket by John Wall. Pass to Barrett. Out to the right wing. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Knox. And again, it's the Knicks missing. And the Wizards with possession. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. Outside, Wall. From outside the arc. Robinson pulls it in. Knicks trail by 10. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Payton passes to Knox. They get it back. And there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
Love to see a wing player mix it up just a little bit. And Kevin Knox, that hustle led to the hoop.
Napier feeling it out a bit. Right side, Beal. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Beal's got 6.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And here's Payton. He'll bring it up for New York. Trailing by 10. Last time they met in New York.
Yeah, I felt like they attacked, but with a purpose. They knew what they wanted to accomplish coming in.
And talking with the coaching staff, they said in that game they did a great job of not settling. Keep working the ball around, finding the best look. Let's see if they can keep that up.
Now here's Payton. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Over Napier. Payton, that's good.
The more he drains those mid-rangers, the more it boosts his confidence.
Well, the Knicks had a lot of turnover trading for expiring contracts. They did what they could to accommodate the wishes of a lot of vets.
Yeah, the problem right now for the Knicks is they're not inviting to a lot of free agents, and that's really where they're trying to make their play. So fascinating over the course of the past decade that New York has not been able to attract the top-tier talent. So building through the draft, Coach Fizdale hopeful that they'll land a star one way or another.
And he's flourishing as a scorer. But, Brent, how does Julius Randle take that next step?
Well, I think, Kevin, if he keeps improving on his consistency, shooting from that 10-foot to 16-foot range where guys are daring him to shoot and not wanting to deal with him driving into them. You know, last year he went up 6 percentage points from 35% to 41% in that 10 to 16-foot range. You keep seeing that kind of improvement, the growth in his game is going to come.
And he makes the first. Brandon, looking ahead to the playoffs, when you made your first postseason appearance, were you surprised by the intensity you found once you got there?
Kevin, it was my second season. I was playing for the Clippers, so getting into the playoffs was quite miraculous on its own accord for the organization. But the level of detail in the playoffs and intensity in the playoffs, they know everything that you're going to do. And we were playing against the Utah Jazz, which at that time...
Some pretty good players.
Yes, Karl Malone, John Stockton, Jeff Hornacek, the great Jerry Sloan as a head coach. It was a wonderful experience, but you understood that the playoffs were different. Absolutely something different in terms of the intensity and what it is that that team knew about you.
Now, here is Smith. Following the miss by Julius Randle. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Payton against Smith. Payton passes to Randle. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Well, it's a new front office in Washington, and Greg, they've got their work cut out for them.
John Wall's huge Supermax contract as he deals with the Achilles injury. Tough questions to be answered about the direction they're going to take talent-wise.
The first free throw is good.
After being picked 7th out of Kentucky back in 2014 by the Lakers, you remember Julius Randle, an auspicious start to his career, breaking his leg on his very first NBA game. That has not deterred him. Moved from LA to New Orleans, now to New York, an offensive force continuing to improve.
Wizards leading by 8. And here is Beal. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Miami. The pass to Wall. And Bell kicks to Wall. Back to Bell. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
And checking out the numbers for Smith, how his last 10 games have gone. He's been putting up about 4 points a game, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. And it's been a bit of a struggle for him. I mean, he can get down on himself at times. He's just got to keep working, and I think things will turn around.
This is where your character can be tested, his will to fight through this kind of adversity. And I think he's got a good chance.
New York, no good that time either.
He wants that one over again, I guarantee that. Nobody's even in the neighborhood.
And finished off by Beal.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
Dennis Smith, he's checked in for Peyton.
What's up?
And that one falls for Beal. Knicks trail by 11. And so New York calls timeout. They're first.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let them hear about it.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
While we have the chance, we like to reveal the list of the past month's best fast break teams in the NBA. The Knicks, fourth.
I mean, it's about the pace they've played with here offensively. They don't look like they're showing any signs of slowing down.
Randle against Bell. Smith, the pass to Robinson. Back to Smith. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. A slam dunk by Robinson.
That's an easy shot provided by Dennis Smith Jr.
Wall looking for an opening. To the inside. Here's Bryant. The Wizards with another miss.
Well, he's a guy they count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
Here's Knox. Rebounded by Bell. Bell's got 4 rebounds in this game.
Well, not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track. I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
Now, here is Smith. His last outing, he had 8 points. Some solid defense from Bryant.
I'll be honest, I thought there's no way that he's missing that close. That's a bunny. Give it up for the aggressive defense, Kevin.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Well, how good have they been on the inside tonight, just getting down into the painted area and just dominating, controlling that spot.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And you spend any amount of time watching Dennis Smith Jr., Greg, his leaping ability makes for some impressive highlights.
Kevin, he's got the size and the off-the-charts athleticism. Now just trying to figure out how to realize his obvious potential.
And the first one at the line is good. Brent, when it comes to moving around in tight quarters without a lot of space, who's the quickest player that you have seen in a half-court set this year?
Still remarkable to watch where it is that Kyrie Irving can get to on the floor in any sort of possession. It's like he could take, 50 dribbles in a phone booth and find a way out of it spinning around and finding gaps within the defense.
What a handle.
But it's not his handle with just the one hand, right, Kevin? It's that he has an idea of, after he does the moves around the traffic, when he gets into the basket, multiple ways of finishing, much like Rod Strickland, who was a tremendous finisher in his days years and years ago. Kyrie's got a lot of that in his game.
Here's Wagner. Shoots over Portis. Another one falls for Washington.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
Yeah, just really pouring it on right now, trying to take away the opposition's motivation to keep competing in this one.
And here are the Knicks now after the basket by Washington. Pass to Harkless. It's deflected.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt. Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
So for the Wizards, their last game a win against the Miami Heat. Here's Trier. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet.
Well, that's how to protect the rim without fouling. Force him into an awkward release and a bit of an adjustment on the layup.
And he's got one heck of a burst on his way to the bucket. Wall is at his best when he's driving the lane, going from 0 to 60 in an instant.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And Gibson kicks to Portis. Goes back up. No good on the shot. And the Wizards now going the other way. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
And it's just never easy to get stops in this league, but they had a smart game plan defensively, and I felt like that was the difference.
Well, good defensive game plan and then carrying it out for 48 minutes. That really helped them out in that last game.
Now here's Harkless. Pass to Smith. Six to shoot. To the wing on the left. To end the cold streak. And off target that time from Trier. Washington leading now by 17. Hachimura the pass to Smith. Pass to Wall. Launches a three. It's rebounded by New York.
And they've come out with a take no prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
New York, no good that time either. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for the Wizards. Throws it up high.
I'm watching Ish Smith watch his teammates. Great swing to the wide open man for the uncontested shot.
1:39 left in the first. Here's Trier. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Smith on the wing. Covered by Smith. The layup missed. Washington's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Here's Smith. And it's denied.
And that's a welcome sign for sure. Hachimura demonstrating a willingness to want to improve as a defender.
Left side, Portis. Smith against Smith to end the run, and it's good on the layup.
How about that for some confidence? Dennis Smith Jr. isn't afraid of trying his luck on the inside.
Wizards leading by 17. 52 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Back to Smith. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And now a chance to see the former Demon Deacon Ish Smith in action. It has been in the league for a while now and played for several teams, and he's a veteran through and through.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him. Both free throws good from Smith. Knicks trail by 19. Smith surveying the D. And the pass to Portis. Over Wagner. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
The Knicks have gone 4 of 6 so far from the line. Missing a couple.
And collectively, they're only about 73% as a unit right now.
Free throw good, Portis. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. 36 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Smith. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Taj Gibson picks one up.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Washington shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games. Shooting 2.
Free throw good, Smith. Mahimi's checked in for Wagner. Both good from the line that time. Knicks trail by 19. 6-second difference between shot and gameplay. Smith, no luck.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Smith kicks to Wall. He draws iron on the dunk. Bradley Beal, he's been the guy making things happen for Washington. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all, and he looks to be planning for more. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. One of the most dangerous scorers in the game, Bradley Beal spoke about the trust Coach Scott Brooks has in him and his teammates.
I think the biggest thing is he's still young, so he tries to think he's still hip. He keeps up with us a little bit, but he grants us a lot of freedom. He allows us freedom on both ends of the floor to be leaders.
Ellen Beal trying to grow as a leader and a star. Has to love that.
Yeah, and Brooks known for developing good relationships with his players. He pushes them, but he gives them a lot of praise as well.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Wizards team out there.
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. So on the floor for Washington. In at forward, it's Hachimura and Bertans. Napier is out there with Wall, and it's Mahimi in at the center, filling out the middle. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, we all know that circumstances and time changes everything. In Dallas, Dennis Smith Jr. thought he was going to be the cornerstone. But with the arrival of Luka Doncic, everything changed. The promising point guard was traded to the Knicks, and Smith said it was important. It's a big opportunity, and I've just got to make the most of it. But Kevin, we know one thing in New York, the ball is back in Smith's hands.
And DA, that's when he is at his best. Thank you.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Inside, deflects the pass, and out of bounds as the Wizards gain possession. As we get a break in the action now, let's take a look at the East and how the teams are stacking up. Taking a look at New York, they're 10th in the conference, still looking to claim a spot for the playoffs. And of course, the Wizards, they find themselves in the dregs of the conference.
Well, I think for New York, this season has definitely qualified as a success for them. Their failures were well documented a year ago, and this year, the ups clearly outweighed the downs.
Well, there was no way you were going to limbo under the bar that was set for them coming into this season so low. Just about anything other than a last place finish would have been considered a success. It's just terrific that they've gotten themselves into playoff contention.
Here's Bertans following the score by Dennis Smith. And again, Washington no good. All sorts of time, and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Smith's got 8 points in the quarter.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole. Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another, Greg.
New York calls timeout. Well, few players in the NBA are as scary as Dennis Smith Jr. when he has speed towards the rim.
Smith just attacks with a ferociousness when he puts the ball on the floor. It can leap out of the building and strong enough to dunk over and through just about any player. Still developing the rest of his game, but you like his aggression when going to the hoop.
Bell is checked in for the Wizards. Bradley Beal comes in for John Wall. And we have some time now to show you which rookies have the greatest impact offensively over the course of the last month. Second, R.J. Barrett.
And those numbers have started to set him apart offensively from most of the other rookies in the league.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Here's Knox. Kept alive by New York. Robinson finds Randle. They shoot again. Robinson misses. Wizards leading by 16. Outside for Beal. Pass to Hachimura. Passes it to Mahimi. 5 to shoot. Hachimura the pass to Beal. That 3 off the mark.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
Pass to Barrett. Over Napier. And no good. And Washington the other way now. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. And there it is for him. Napier's got his first bucket of the night.
And the instincts there from Hachimura. Notice the overcommitment by the defense and then makes the right pass.
Here's Knox. A 20-point game for him in the win against Detroit. Rebound, Washington. Beal's got his 4th rebound in this one.
And this feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
Barrett with the ball. Now Beal defending. Payton, that's good.
Yeah, I think on the scouting report, the challenge was make Payton make those shots. Well, Payton's making those shots.
And so Napier will bring it up for Washington. 16-point lead. He kicks to Bell. Now Napier. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. The 3, Rebounded by Knox. Knicks trail by 16. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Tipped away. Here's Napier. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Brent, you know, the moving screen is one of those very difficult judgment calls, isn't it?
It's a tough one, Kevin, but what you look for all the time in replays when you see that call, it's almost like the salsa. I'm looking at the hips and the feet. If the feet are too wide, and Kevin Garnett was the biggest problematic moving screen setter that I ever saw, being 6'11" and spreading out those sticks of his. But if the feet go wider than the shoulder, impossible. And then the hip move as the defender is moving around the screener, just enough of a nudge for him not to be able to catch up.
Yes.
Those are the ones where the referees, I think, are most in tune to in order to blow the whistle.
And both free throws good for Napier. You know, Brent, something other major sports do, receding during the playoffs. So the highest seeds always will play the lowest seeds. And do you think the NBA should go down that road?
I think the consideration will still be there. I think that conversation is going to happen over the course of the next 2 or 3 years. I don't see it changing in that time, Kevin, but it's healthy to continue the dialogue to the point where maybe we do get there.
The Knicks have scored 6 points from their 8 attempts at the line so far. And he knocks down the first one.
Well, we've seen indications of Payton and his all-around game, but we just would want to see the evolution of the shot come along, just more consistent from the outside. That's the next step.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. Wizards leading by 17. The drive by Beal. Oh, and the dunk by Beal.
I'd say that shot is well within his range.
I would hope so. New York's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Outside Robinson. The pass to Barrett. Shoots over Beal. And Barrett the bucket on the assist by Robinson.
An effective mid-range scorer. Barrett excels at finding openings in the defense and capitalizing.
Napier with it. Bell. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Bell's got 6.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Outside Robinson. Pass to Barrett. Over Beal. Here's Randle. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Yeah, Randle not giving up on that play, smells that one out, grabs the ball, and gets 2 more.
Now here's Napier. Passes it to Bell. Over Randle. No good from Bell. Knicks trail by 17. Barrett the pass to Payton. Now here's Barrett. He's covered by Beal. They get it again. Bell with the block.
At a young age, Bell has proven to be a great shot blocker with tremendous timing.
Here's Hachimura. He's coming off a 19-point game against Miami. Back to Beal. Clock at 6. Over Randle. Beal can't get it to go. Knicks have gone 7 of 16, shooting just under 50% here in the second quarter. Payton with the ball. Now Beal defending. Barrett wide open. He fires. And the 3 off target.
Well, his shooting this quarter has to be a huge concern, especially when they're behind like this. Can he find a rhythm?
And now Knox running the floor all by himself.
I got to be careful around Elfrid Payton with that kind of length out there. Does a great job that time ripping the ball away.
Now here's Napier. covered by Payton. And it's Beal in the corner. Pass to Bell. Over Barrett. Nails the baby hook. Bell's got 4 this quarter.
Just looks like he's got more feel tonight, like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
And here's Payton. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. 17-point game. They've got the Hawks ahead of them in their next game, and it's in Atlanta. That matchup falls in the middle game of this 3-game trip. Robinson kicks to Payton. Bell with the block. And they're able to recover. Randle with the bucket. And here's Napier. The pass to Beal. Pass to Bell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Passes to Napier. There's the triple. Mahimi dishes to Beal. Out to the wing. Here's Hachimura. Had the space there, but it's offline. Knicks trail by 15. Now Barrett. A 24-point outing in their last game against Detroit.
And don't forget about his assists. His playmaking was as good or better than his scoring. He was in complete control out there.
So timeout called here, the first for Washington. And Greg, talking to scouts about R.J. Barrett, they love the athleticism. But what makes him especially good is the work ethic and the confidence.
Yeah, some elite prospects will take plays off. This guy never does. He's not one that sits around and reads his press clippings. He's a warrior, a leader, and he's proven to be a winner.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Bryant is checked in for Mahimi. Mo Wagner comes in for Bell. John Wall's checked in for Hachimura. And Smith subbed in for Napier. Randle passes to Smith. Count it. Good. Smith's got 10 points in the quarter.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Wizards leading by 11. From 13, Wall, no luck.
He may not be the strongest inside presence in the league, but still, he's got to convert from there.
The offensive rebound. Robinson dishes to Randle. In the corner, Barrett with it. And it's off from 3-point range.
He's been off the mark, and that hasn't helped them chip away at the lead. It's been a theme here this quarter.
Wall passes to Smith. Lets it fly. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Randle's got rebound number 8 now on the night.
And one thing I liked in the first quarter was their aggressiveness to draw the contact, putting the defense on the defensive.
Now here is Smith. 14 points for him. They get a hand on it, and it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here. And let's take a second to recognize the rookies who have been doing a terrific job distributing the basketball this past month. R.J. Barrett, 4th.
And he's been setting the table beautifully. I mean, that'll keep his veteran teammates really happy.
Shot clock at 6. With the shot. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Can they get it? And Wall with the slam.
Wall has hurt him in every way possible tonight. He's got firepower that really only a few guys in our league possess.
Knicks trail by 13. Smith outside. Dishes it to Randle. Bryant with the rebound.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Beal finds Bryant. Over Randle. Nice spin off the left rim and in. And the Wizards lead by 15. New York's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Smith the pass to Knox. Shot from 12. Here's Robinson, and the dunk by Robinson.
Just a terrific effort on the offensive glass. That's how they're going to cut into this lead.
And Greg, a dunk like that is sure to give them a spark. Now here's Wall. 15 points in the game. Pass to Wagner. Over Randle. Bryant trying to free himself up. Again, the Wizards good for 2. There's 42 seconds left in the first half of the game. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Robinson with it. A 14-point game for him in the win against Detroit.
And he also controlled the boards. He just seemed to be in the right position every time the ball came off the rim. That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
There's the pass to Wall. To the middle, stolen by Robinson. Here's Barrett. Over Smith. And oh, that was close. He draws the foul. He'll shoot 2.
So quick and decisive. Barrett's speed and fearlessness is hard to match up against when you're defending.
The Knicks have shot 70% from the free throw line tonight, 7 for 10. And that one misses.
Born in Toronto, Barrett joins a talented group of Canadians who have entered the NBA ranks.
And the second free throw, good. Now here's Wall. From deep. He gets it up. And the last second attempt does not go in for him.
Fantastic defense from Barrett there. It helps big time when he gives the hustle and stays home with his man.
That'll do it for the first half. Wizards lead by 12. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Bradley, a great first half for you. What's working out there so far?
Yeah, it's just me having fun. I mean, that's the most important thing. Sometimes I lose sight of that. And once I get back to that and having fun and doing what Coach wants me to do, and just playing my game, I think I'll be fine.
Bradley, thanks very much. Congratulations. See you in the second half. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And what a show being put on here for the home fans tonight. I'm Ernie Johnson, along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. You gotta love the John Wall we saw in the first. He ended up with 15 points and 5 assists. And taking a look at the Wizards, Shaq, what'd you think?
It's been a reminder so far of Wall's natural ability. One of the greatest players in the league. Great size for a point guard. And then, when he's making shots, there's no way to defend him.
And Kenny, your take on New York?
Well, I think they could be way more physical than they have been in the first half. Their defense gave up way too many easy looks, and that kind of defense will turn to a loss any night.
And now with the second half about to get underway, let's send you back courtside. See you, everybody, with Kevin Harlan.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. An exceptional performance from John Wall.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Tipping off the second half, here's David Fizdale's 5. Knox and Randle, they're the forwards. Barrett is out there with Elfrid Payton, and it's Robinson in at the 5 down low. A pass to Wall, throws down the alley-oop slam.
Looking like a younger Draymond Green out there. Bell's willingness to give it up, a strong asset.
And here's Payton. He'll bring it up for New York. They trail by 14. Outside Robinson. Pass to Randle. Barrett with the ball. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Payton. A three-pointer, no good.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Wall's shot is good.
And in the post, Wall's got a pretty well-developed game for a point guard. He can navigate his way through the big bodies with very few problems.
Knicks trail by 16. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Passes it to Knox. Shoots from 12, and they pick up 2. Knox has got 6.
This will help to open up some space if Kevin Knox can stay consistent from that mid-range.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Kevin, before he became a head coach in Memphis and New York, David Fizdale spent 8 seasons as an assistant under Eric Spoelstra in Miami. Now, Spo said he's a brilliant basketball mind that has exceptional gold standard level communication skills. One of the most talented coaches I've been around. So, Kevin, Fizdale is highly respected.
David, he sure is. Great reputation. Now getting his shot. Thank you so much. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Poked away, and so it's New York with it. Payton passes to Robinson. Bryant with the rebound. Bryant's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
Yeah, they're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half.
Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one.
A little surprised, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Payton kicks to Randle. In the corner, Knox with it. Just 5 to shoot. That one doesn't go. Some solid defense from Bryant.
Yeah, this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room. Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
I mean, this team is just dangerous. Right now, every shot that they're putting up feels like it's going in.
Payton the bounce pass. The 10-footer. Offensive rebound. Robinson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And he's got his first free throw of the game. And that one falls for Robinson. The Knicks making a switch here. Trier's checked in. Robinson hits them both. Wizards leading by 18. Here's Napier. Pass to Wall. And the rebound goes to the Knicks.
So weird. Sometimes when you get that much time, it can throw you off just as much as having no time.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. Here's Napier following the score by New York.
And this is what dominating the glass looks like. He just cannot be contained.
Sort of reminding me of a little Ben Wallace action here from his years with the Pistons. He's been that much of a force rebounding the ball.
Here's Trier. Wall with some nice D. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. Julius Randle picks one up.
And he can just fly. We know that about Wall now, that he's got plenty of ways to finish at the rim once he gets up, and beyond.
Looking at who's out there now for the Wizards. Davis Bertans comes in for Thomas Bryant, and it's Hachimura in for Beal.
The love and passion. Wall is a game changer, a competitor through and through.
Kicks it to Robinson. The pass to Randle. Bertans grabs the board. And so Napier will bring it up for the Wizards. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half, and the foul on Jordan Bell. That is his first foul of the game. Knicks trail by 19. Here's Trier. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Out to Payton. Puts up a three. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Pass to Bell. Passes it to Napier. Jacks up a three. Knocks down the three ball. Napier's got 7.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make a pay.
New York's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That's his first foul. Portis, he's checked in for the Knicks. Here's Knox. 6 points for him. Portis kicks to Payton. There's the dish to Randle. Washington with the rebound. Bertans got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Napier. Wide open. No good. Shot missing. And New York the other way now. Payton outside. And there's the pass to Randle. Over Wall. And there's Randle on the assist from Payton. Payton's got 3 assists now in this one.
Now you can see the touch and the improvement in that touch right there.
Now here's Napier. He has 7. Pass to Hachimura. Back to Napier. Right wing. Here's Hachimura. Here's Bertans. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Julius Randle picks one up.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
The Wizards have been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line. That one falls for Bertans. Washington making some changes. Mo Wagner comes in for Bell. And it's Ish Smith in for Napier. The Knicks also changing it up. Taj Gibson's checked in for Randle. Harkless comes in for Kevin Knox. And it's Dennis Smith in for Elfrid Payton. And so he makes both from the line. Here's Smith. He's got 14. to the right side. There's Trier with the three, and Wagner pulls it down. Wagner's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Wall, and the slam dunk by Wall.
And kind of par for the course here, right? Coming through with a solid offensive game to help them get this lead.
New York's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Here's Trier. Washington with the rebound. Hachimura's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Yeah, pretty safe to say that this is the kind of game that you just want to flush as soon as you get done with it.
Wizards leading by 22. And out of Japan, a real interesting prospect. Hachimura, especially now that he can stretch the floor.
Yeah, he found the 3-ball in his last year of college, hitting over 40%. You combine that with the size, the motor, he is really versatile, and I feel like he's putting it all together.
The Knicks shooting only 31%. Their offense really struggling to put possessions together. Wall with a block. Here's Hachimura, defended by Harkless. Here's a look at what's coming up for the Wizards. On Friday, they'll be matching up against Gordon Hayward and the Boston Celtics. And then on Sunday, they'll be matching up with Chris Paul and the Oklahoma City Thunder.
And if I'm this team, I'm looking at this as a barometer to see how we stack up against some of the top teams in the league. They'll have to be at their best, but if they come out of this with some success, I think it'll build momentum for the rest of the run.
He misses the free throw.
And although he started playing the game later in life, Hachimura has picked it up well, and exciting young player to watch.
He hits the second from the line. And here's Smith. He's got 14.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Can they get it? Washington with the rebound. Hachimura's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Passes it to Wagner. Over Harkless. And the shot is long. New York's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Up top, Portis. Smith outside. 5 on the clock. Here's Harkless. No good from outside. These guys have had good motion on offense. Nice assistant.
And when everyone's involved offensively, it has a way of helping you on the defensive side as well.
Now a chance, guys, to examine the rebounding numbers over the past months for Randle.
In the last few months, the rebounding has sort of taken a bit of a dive for him. And a lot of factors could be the cause, but it's a trend that coach would probably like to see him reverse.
And the first one at the line is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for the Knicks. To end the drought. Washington with the rebound.
Well, if you believe in the numbers, that mid-range shot is not a high-value shot, even with little or no defense on you.
And stolen by Portis. The Knicks shooting a pretty sorry 29% from the floor here. Smith on the wing. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries.
Now, shots like this are going to help Dennis Smith Jr. get himself going, which is a defense's nightmare.
Pass to Hachimura. Wizards passing it around, and he slams it one-handed.
There are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
And so it's New York with it. Now the pass to Portis. Pass to Harkless. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots a 3. And Wagner pulls it down. Wagner's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
We've got 1:55 left in the third. Gibson with the steal. And now the fast break. Gibson with the ball. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Well, in terms of rebounding over the last 10 games, these are the rookies that have been head and shoulders above the rest. Well, you look at Hachimura. He does a great job inside, one of the top rebounders in the league. And, of course, R.J. Barrett.
They're on a rebounding roll, these two. I mean, their work on the glass of late has them in very select company.
That's good from Gibson.
Taj Gibson is tough, proven veteran who plays well on both ends of the court.
Bradley Beal's checked in for the Wizards. Barrett's checked in for the Knicks. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Now Smith. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. They get it back. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
There he is, beasting on the glass, converting the opportunity, trying to put this game away.
I just don't see how you climb back into the game when you're allowing plays like that to happen. Extra work on the offensive glass.
And the Wizards making a change here. Ryan's checked in. New York shooting just 29% in this game. They are not a pretty sight out there offensively. Smith kicks to Portis. Here's Barrett. It's good. Barrett's got his second bucket of the night.
I love seeing Barrett cash in there. He knows he has what it takes to finish through contact.
Pass to Wagner. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
That is all timing right there. Just led him perfectly.
Smith with it. He's got 16. Outside Portis. He dishes it to Barrett. He kicks to Gibson. Here's Portis. And he makes good on the layup.
Second chances are a great measure of what a team is doing in terms of their effort on a nightly basis, and that was some serious effort there.
Now here is Smith. Pass to Wagner. There's 31 seconds left to play in the third. It's Beal on the wing. Shot clock at 5. From 18 feet away, it's rebounded by Portis. Knicks shooting a pretty brutal 29% since the break. Harkless dishes to Smith. And the pass to Barrett. Shoots over Beal. Barrett, no good. Smith for 3. And it's in. Oh, wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close the quarter.
Well, you love nailing the last second shot. Always a feel-good moment.
And so it's Washington, having no problems at all. Up 29 points heading into the next quarter. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. Back to the action after this word. And a moment ago, inside the huddle with Coach Scott Brooks.
What you're doing is perfect. It's about defense, it's about helping each other out, and it's about rebounding and going to scoring. We're doing everything good on offense. We're making sure we make extra passes.
And Greg, offensively, Coach Brooks liking the action, letting his guys know, keep plowing ahead.
And it's about maximizing each possession.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Mahinmi is out there with Wagner. Then there's Brown. Then there's Ish Smith. And it's Schofield in at the 3 slot. That's the 5 on the floor for the Wizards. Now here's Bullock. Now here's Harkless. Right side Gibson. And out of bounds as the Wizards gain possession. The Wizards making a switch here. Robinson's checked in. Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation.
No doubt for me, the offense looks better in the second half. They've been able to dial down those turnovers, and that's been a huge help.
Now here's Bullock. He's tightly guarded. Dotson kicks to Harkless. A three-pointer is right on target. Harkless has got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Knicks. Harkless has gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc. Pass to Brown. Here's Wagner. Ellington defending. Here's Wagner. Back to Brown. And Gibson sends it back.
Taj Gibson doing a good job of just getting the hands up, and then the instincts come into play with the block.
New York shooting just 31% in the game. Here's Dotson. He can't hit that time. Now the Wizards take it the other way.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
And here is Robinson. Kicks it to Brown. Clock at 6. Passes it to Mahinmi. Here's Schofield for 3. Ellington grabs the miss. Here's Dotson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Of course, Dirk Nowitzki spent his whole career with the Dallas Mavericks. We don't see that much anymore, do we? From the beginning to the end with one team.
No, but I think we're going to still occasionally have anomalies like we did with Reggie being in Indiana for the years of his playing career. Nate McMillan was in Seattle for his playing career, now coach of the Indiana Pacers. So there will be times where we'll have that once or twice. It's not going to happen very much, Kevin.
Not in today's
not
NBA.
in today's game, and not with what's at stake.
Shabazz Napier's checked in for Mo Wagner. He doesn't get the second one. The Wizards have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Pass to Dotson. He kicks it to Bullock. The feed to Gibson, and it's Gibson finishing it off.
Gibson with a good read in the pick and roll, gets into the space right after setting the screen. That opened up the shot.
Right side Robinson fires from deep. The Wizards with another miss. The Knicks have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Now here's Ellington. Napier covering. Washington's gone 0 of 3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. To the paint. Here's Schofield. Good, and it's Napier with the assist that time. Napier's got 3 assists in the game. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Ball's knocked loose, and it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here. Now Ellington. The pass to Bullock. Fires the three. Rebound by Mahimi. Mahimi's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter. Good, nice play there from Napier.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Ellington with it. A lot of missing stats from the 60s and 70s, but if we could go back and look at those actual numbers, any players you think would really be catching our eye in terms of, wow, I didn't know that guy was that good, or he's better than I thought he was?
Well, don't we always look at the incredible, mind-boggling numbers of Wilt Chamberlain
yes,
and think, what was that guy doing?
Yeah.
And we don't even have half of it.
No.
So Wilt Chamberlain comes to mind first. What I think about Kevin when that question comes up is how many great players through the 70s and also really through the 80s, because the three-point line wasn't accentuated enough, missed the opportunity to be even greater scorers. I mean, Jerry West with a three-point line.
Can you imagine that?
You got to be kidding me. So there's a lot of gap of those players, too, that also because of changes in rules and because the three-point line wasn't in, that we would be talking about in terms of nostalgia and their accomplishments with a much different voice.
Even someone as recent as Jordan, with the rules the way they are now.
Absolutely.
Unbelievable.
With the openness of the floor and what Michael could do, as if he wanted to prove he could do more.
Exactly. The Wizards have gone 4 of 8 in this 4th quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. Robinson finds Napier. Offline with his three. New York's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. For three, Bullock. New York, no good that time either. And so Brown will bring it up for the Washington Wizards. So far in the 4th quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Pass to Schofield. To the inside. Napier, 2 points. That one goes. Napier's got 4 this quarter.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Now here's Ellington. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now they need a basket.
Something Commissioner Silver has mentioned, Brent, the possibility of a mid-season tournament. You ever see that happening?
It'd be interesting to see if that idea grows some legs here, Kevin, and adopting what it is that in soccer leagues in Europe have done for many years, because teams hone in on what those individual cups mean and the competition raises, and you earn something for the end of the year. If Commissioner Silver can find a way to get that done, it becomes very intriguing instead of an all-star weekend to have teams gather for a mid-season tournament with something on the line. Elevated competition.
Well, kids play that at high school. They play that in the college level. It would make sense that it could fit in the NBA as well.
It'd be interesting, and especially halfway through the year, to reinvigorate your fan base with something like that, I think would be great.
Good point. And it's Bullock missing.
Well, he's just really struggling right now with everything he's throwing up. Nothing really helping out in terms of his confidence. I mean, these ones aren't even close. 2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
And so it's New York with it. Here is Ellington. Feeds to Harkless. And here is Robinson in the corner. Napier with it. Brown outside. The rebound by Gibson. Gibson's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
Dotson gets the bucket.
Now, say what you will about the value of the three-pointer, but those close-in looks are always plan A. Every trip down, get to the paint, get deep, score.
Now here's Napier, and then Brown with the dunk.
And what can you say about an alley-oop from that far away?
You can't say anything. It was pure beauty. For New York, they've gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. Passes it to Bullock. Here's Dotson. He's covered by Brown. Dotson the pass to Bullock. 5 to shoot. And the layup's good off the glass. Bullock's got his first basket.
Now that play never gets old, Kevin. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
Now Napier. Pass to Schofield. Brent, a lot of teams will be paying that luxury tax, and that is a tough thing for a lot of owners to swallow. Is this the best method to deter teams from going over the cap, overspending, and outspending smaller markets?
You're hitting the nail on the head, Kevin, because there are some teams, as much as you said it's tough for some teams to swallow, there are other teams that never see that pill.
Right.
And they're willing to go as far as they need to go in order to put a championship team on the floor. It seems to be working, but the question you had for me, was it a deterrent right now? I don't know if it's as significant as it needs to be. We know the repeater tax certainly hurts some teams, but there are still teams that are willing to spend, Kevin. And that's really tough on small market teams who want to avoid that at all costs.
Here's Dotson. And there's the foul. Will go on Shabazz Napier. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. So for the Wizards, Mo Wagner's checked in for Mahinmi. And it's Ish Smith in for Shabazz Napier. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Mitchell Robinson's checked in for Harkless. Right side Robinson. The pass to Bullock. 6 to shoot. Always going up for the alley-oop here. And finished off by Robinson.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. Now here is Smith. Pass to Schofield. Outside Robinson. Passes it to Smith from the arc. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Dotson kicks to Ellington. And the contract structure for NBA first-rounders, 2 years guaranteed, 2 years of team options, qualifying offer. Brent, should we consider changing that up?
I think it's working pretty well, Kevin. I think every front office is out there trying to find players out there that are giving you value beyond your contract, and that happens a lot when you're a team that has a first-round pick, 1 through 10, 1 through 20, and you hit on a draft choice. You potentially could get 3 years and sometimes 4 when you have incredible players coming into the league as their first year, changing franchises around. But a player that's providing way more value than the contract that they're getting at that time. So I don't see that changing much. It gives teams a long enough time to evaluate the talent coming in.
Seems to be working.
It does. And the players that prove it are looking at the calendar saying, did I fast forward 3 years? Because I really like to cash in on what I'm doing for you.
From downtown, Robinson misses. The Knicks have gone 7 of 16 from the field here in the 4th. That's about 43%. Bullock dishes to Ellington. Kicks to Gibson. Pass to Robinson. In for another field goal. A sublime 9 of 14 on the night.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Wizards.
Look at their number of assists.
You know, they didn't get stuck in those one-on-one situations, and they got the ball to the guys with the best matchups. Easy drives, open jumpers, and great ball movement.
And guys, at this point in the long NBA season, this will go down as win number 25.
And this victory will draw them even in the season series as it comes to a close.
And as usual, some excellent work tonight in what was a quality big impact game for John Wall.
It looked like a couple times they might be wearing him down, but not the case. At the offensive end, he was just devastating.
So it's Washington now. The Knicks making the shot. Here's Wagner. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession. New York with the ball. They're on a 14-6 run. And the pass to Ellington. "11 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Bullock. 5 on the clock. New York needs to get off a shot. From deep three-point range. And no good that time.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups, so maybe just a step too far.
And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks. With John Wall. John, it sure looks like the chemistry is coming together. What is the bond like with your teammates?
We enjoy playing with each other. We have great chemistry. We all work hard, and we know how much we mean to each other, how much we work every day, and we're just trying to keep getting better each game.
Well, the work is paying off, John. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. So long.